Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Now That's Savvy channel and the Fun Thursday edition. This is the channel with the magical middle E for everyone because we're all in this together. This is hopefully going to turn into a podcast called Down the Bunny Hole, but there are other podcasts out there, including this young lady who, interesting enough, was doing a. Don't want to talk about a conspiracy one about two people I absolutely love. One of the uh, amazing voices, Chester, Lincoln Park, and best voice of my generation, Chris Cornell. Her podcast is called Bunny Hole, and I was gonna call it Down the Bunny Hole, but I'm worried about copyright stuff, and I was gonna talk about going down wild stories about music and movies, and I was going to turn this Fun Thursdays weekly scheduled, awesome videos that I do into a podcast series. So let me know what you think about that. So this first one was going to be last week, but my amazing friend Danny Eugene Moore dropped an album, so we had to talk about that. Because it was going to be about Brad Arnold, my man, Three Doors Down. He's also my banner on my channel. So this guy, wow. I mean, he wrote Kryptonite, their most popular hit in algebra class at age 15. I mean, he had uh, he had math class, he had algebra class before he had lunch, and he had creative writing. Sounds like me. I was a math major in college. Taught tutored math. Realized it wasn't for me. Wasn't going to be a math teacher. So pivoted into IT. I only did math because I was waiting in line to register for college, and they saw on a bulletin board while you're waiting forever in those lines, and it said, "Hey, we need math teachers, especially males." And I was like, "Hey, I'm one of those, and I like math. I always liked computers. Want to design video games, but didn't want to go to Toronto. I think was one of the places, and there was other places as well. But I've moved all across the country now, and I could have done acting and video games, but I was too much of a scared little baby and didn't want to leave my family or my father or my mother, and father passed away early, so I could have done that. But we're on Fun Thursdays, so let's keep going. Let's get off that topic. Anyway, this guy wrote this in like 15 minutes. I think it was even that long. He said he was bored in math class and wrote it right away. He was actually the drummer. He was the drummer of this, and he sang also, which I did not know. And I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of Three Doors Down. I did not know that he was the drummer, and he became just a singer actually. By they didn't have a singer. I mean, he was a singer. I'm saying he didn't drum anymore because they went on tour and they had to have a drummer. So he just became. They hired a drummer because they went on tour. They were opening for Creed, and like the next later that year, next year they were opening or they were headlining. And he was talking about in an interview that he'd only been to like 15 concerts in his life. I was like, they're from Escatapa, Mississippi, a very small place. Um, like incredible story. I've been to 15 concerts I think in a year. I was like, wow. I've probably been to over probably 300 now, but it was 200. I think when I last counted. Huge music fan. Huge. Um, Oddly enough, my wife calls me a purist. I'm not a very big live music fan. I like going to see live music. I don't like live recorded music. I like recorded music in a studio album. I don't like live music on an album. I like to hear studio albums, and I like going to see concerts. I like the experience, I guess. But anyway, Huge fun fact. I did not know this either. That Three Doors Down has spent more time at number one on the Billboard mainstream rock, um, number one at the Billboard mainstream rock charts at number. They spent more time on the Billboard. I'll get it out. Don't worry. They spent more times at the. They spent more time at number one on the Billboard mainstream rock charts than any other band. More than REM or Van Halen or anyone else. I was like, what? I had to go do some research on this because when I found this out, they didn't say what chart it was or anything else. It was really hard for me to get that out, but I got it out barely. So this is actually talks about Loser, because it was on the 2000 album, their debut album, The Better Life. It spent a record 21 weeks in number one, which is one of my favorites. I like this one the most. Actually, it's a pretty great line. Take your elastic off my case. Oh, love that line. Um, great song. Um, and of course, they have other songs on that have spent a lot of time at number one. When I'm Gone, it spent 17 weeks at number one. So cumulatively, they're not. It's just amazing. I mean, I could not believe that. So very impressed by these guys. They do not get the credit they deserve. I hope that my channel gets bigger. I know it's gonna get bigger. You guys have been awesome already. I can't believe how much it's growing. I get um, just the following comments have been a lot of support. Love it. I know this will grow, and I just hope Three Doors Down gets more listens, gets more respect. Um, Brad, wherever you are, we're gonna you're gonna get some more listens, buddy. And great writing. Just don't. There's not really a song I don't like. I mean, it's just so good. Politics, whatever beliefs, um, that doesn't bother me at all. I just listen to music. I don't even try to get. I didn't get into that. I mean, I like all kinds of music. You would not believe the catalog I listen to. Put it on shuffle. I think I have 8,000 songs now on my Patrick's favorites list on Spotify. Incredible. Uh, from I play Taylor Swift to Korn. I mean, it's Metallica to Celine Dion, Michael Bolton to uh, Marilyn Manson. There's a lot of stuff I listen to, and I I really just have been doing a lot of listening to older music lately. My best friend, shout out to him. He likes Electric Light Orchestra. Um, Listened to all their albums today. Yesterday was Three Dog Night, and the day before I got a lot of respect. I know Karen Carpenter was one of the best drummers ever. Listened to all their albums the day before, and then tomorrow I'm doing the Talking Heads. Um, Out of respect for my best friend's brother passed recently, they both made fun of me. Um, that was a long story, but anyway, fun Thursdays here. Let me know what you guys think about turning the podcast. I'm doing it anyway. Just gonna be ideas and stuff. What we're gonna turn it into. Um, what we're gonna name it. I'm not sure about how the copyright was. I don't know. Bunny Hole is what her name was, and I don't know if you can call it Down the Bunny Hole. It's just about she's awesome. I loved watching her show, and very respectable young lady. But mom was going to be talking about, just behind this, little interesting, cool stories about, not conspiracy stories, but just about what there could be. But I mean, it's just going to be more like fun little fact things like today. All right, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Let's get into it.